Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 20:3. That's the verse of the day, and in a minute I'm gonna tell you why. Well, first let me tell you a little story. So you all know I started off in news as a photojournalist for 6 years, and once I fell in love with the camera, I went on another journey. I'm trying to figure out how to make my videos look more cinematic, right? I dove into cinematography. I went to a deep dive on trying to find how to make my videos look better, how to make my videos look like what I see on the movie screens in the movie theaters. And during that time, I heard about something called an anamorphic lens. Apparently, just about all of the movies we've seen have been filmed with an anamorphic lens. And it's a long story behind it. In short, they invented the anamorphic lens right around the time when they first came out with the TV to get people back into the movie theaters. If you don't know what the anamorphic lens is, to make it simple, here's the spherical lens and here's the anamorphic lens. But wait, let me zoom out a little bit. Now, you can tell the difference now, right? And once I learned about these anamorphic lenses, I had to get my hands on them, right? I had to find a way to incorporate this lens and use this lens for my videos. So like we all do, I went to the internet. I went to B&H Photo, went to Google, trying to find an anamorphic lens. And to my surprise, I could not find one that I could afford. They all range from $30,000 to $100,000. $39,000? They done lost their mind. Ain't nobody buying that. And right when I almost gave up and just decided that I would never be able to use an anamorphic lens until I started making multi-million dollars, Siri came out with the lens. The anamorphic lens that was affordable. And also when Siri came out with the lens, I found out about this rental company called lensrentals.com, a website that allows you to rent their camera equipment so you won't have to purchase it. You can try it out. So I decided to rent the Siri anamorphic lens, and I was so excited. I finally got it and I filmed a wedding with it. After the initial excitement died off and I really sat down and looked at the video, I was like, it really doesn't look that much different than a spherical lens. I realized that I was looking for something a little bit more that Siri didn't have. Siri's anamorphic lens still looked like a spherical lens, right? It was still really clean and really sharp, but you still had that wide aspect ratio that anamorphic lenses are known for, and also the blue flares. But that's not really what I look for in an anamorphic lens. I look for something that's really soft images, and you have this distortion. It's called barrel distortion, and it just looks different, right? And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for those anamorphic characteristics. And then I found out about the lens that I want to tell you about today. The Vazen anamorphic lens. It's a full frame, 1.8 times anamorphic lens, but this is probably the best anamorphic lens that I've ever used. It had that soft image. It had the barrel distortion. And it is probably the closest thing to a $30,000 anamorphic lens you'll get. And it's on the affordable side. Not really affordable because it's still $6,000 now. At the time, it was $10,000. And I started filming with this. I was excited to get the work that I was making with this lens out to the public. I just knew it was going to get me more clients. Guess what? It didn't. And I was hurt. I was trying to figure out why. Maybe it's my videos. Maybe I wasn't editing it the right way. So I did a test. I filmed with both a spherical lens and an anamorphic lens. And the spherical lens is just a normal lens, a regular lens. And I put the footage side by side, and I decided to go to Instagram and do a survey and see what the people liked the most. And I want to say 90% or 99% of the people voted that they liked the way the spherical lens looked better than an anamorphic lens. The spherical lens I use, which is a nifty 50, the Sony, I think it's like the first generation Sony 1.8 50mm lens. They like, the people like the look of that more than they like the anamorphic lens. What I finally realized, what I finally come to understand is that the equipment you use does not make your video special. It is you. It's me and you. Think about it, when Elon Musk invented the Tesla, they didn't ask him what kind of equipment he used to build a car. When Michelangelo made his paintings, they didn't ask him what paintbrush he used, because that didn't matter. The paintbrush is not what did it. So the lens is not what makes the video special. It's God using you and making you creative, which goes back to the verse of the day. I found myself becoming so obsessed with the anamorphic lens and looking into it and just wanting to buy one so much. No matter what the price was, I wanted to buy a real anamorphic lens. And then I realized, I don't know if you all noticed this or not, why is every anamorphic lens that's coming out named after a pagan god? Just take a look at this list if you don't believe me. You got the Atlas Orion, the Atlas Mercury, the Blazar Remus, Zelmus Apollo. Y'all, if y'all don't know yet, like I told you, I'm a Christian. I'm a spiritual thinker. And it might be my own convictions because I knew that I had got to the point where I was obsessed with these lenses, that it was almost becoming the point of idolatry. And God convicted me on it. He was like, look, you're obsessing over these lenses. Not only are you obsessing over the lens, look at the name of it. It's false God's name, which really convicted me even more. And I had to realize and get back to the point that, God, this lens won't make my work special. It's you who does the increase. It's you who does the blessings. It's you who give the blessings. And that's when I gave up on buying it. And I didn't really give up. I'm probably still going to buy an anamorphic lens eventually, but I'm not dependent on an anamorphic lens to make my work special, because it can't. The gifts that God given me, the Holy Spirit, that's what make my work special. When you get the lighting down pat, and you learn how to do lighting, and you learn how to do composition, and you learn how to storytell, which is the most important part, then getting the lens like an anamorphic lens or cinema glass or expensive cameras will give you another slight edge to make your videos look better. The lens or the camera itself won't make your videos look better. It's you, your storytelling, your creativity that makes the videos look better. So don't depend on anamorphic lenses, don't depend on cameras, don't depend on any of that stuff to make your work look better. What I do is, when I go to every shoot, whether it be a commercial or a wedding, and I film my fair share, I pray and I ask God to give me the creativities and the ideas to make this video special for my client. It's God who worked through me, and I give him all praise, honor, and glory for it. But anyway, I just wanted to make this short video just to vent a little bit about my obsession over anamorphic lenses and why these companies keep giving them these pagan gods' name. Give it a Christian name. Make one lens and give it a Christian name. Make it for us Christians, right? But once again, thank y'all for watching. Look, I'm trying to build my channel, grow my channel. And like I said in the last video, I want to welcome you on this journey with me. And the journey is, eventually I want to get to making box office movies, Christian films that we all can enjoy. I want you all to grow with me. You know, I grew through guys sharing their knowledge on YouTube. I want to do the same. I want to get back to the YouTube community. I just enjoy doing this. And I feel like we need more Christians to stand up and rise up in this field. So once again, thank y'all for watching. And if you haven't yet, do me a favor, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. And if you have any questions, comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. Before I go, my son wants to say something to you all. Hold on. What are you gonna say, man?
I'm gonna say, I like to play with my daddy.
Say thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you for watching, everybody.
Say please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe. Say, just click the subscribe button.
Just click the subscribe button.